This is the point, isn't it? There are rules, guidelines. Now, I have a feeling about mothers. Mothers really do know. The folklore is correct.
Hitler adored his mother. He was the first of Clara's children to survive infancy.
Elvis and Gladys liked to nuzzle and pet. They slept in the same bed until he began to approach physical maturity. They talked baby talk to each other.
Hitler was a lazy kid. His report card was full of unsatisfactories.
Gladys worried about his sleepwalking. She lashed out at any kid who would bully him. Gladys walked Elvis to school and back every day. She defended him in street rumbles.
But Clara loved him. Spoiled. Gave him the attention his father failed to give.
Elvis confided in Gladys. He brought his girlfriends around to meet her.
Hitler wrote a poem to his mother. They took piano lessons. Made sketches of museums and villas.
When Elvis went into the army, Gladys became ill and depressed.
Hitler is what we call a mama's boy.
Elvis could hardly bear to let Gladys out of his sight as her condition grew worse. He kept vigil at the hospital.
When his mother became severely ill, Hitler put a bed in the kitchen to be closer to her.
Elvis fell apart when Gladys died.
He wept at the grave
fondled
and fell into
nuzzled
a
her
period
in the
of
casket.
depression and self-pity.
He talked their baby talk.
For the rest of his life,
Seems
Hitler
fairly
couldn't
certain
bear
that
to
Gladys's
be near
death
Christmas decorations
caused a
because
fundamental
his mother
shift
had died near a Christmas
center
tree.
of the king's worldview.
Years later,
Elvis began to withdraw
a deep remoteness hit
to enter a state of his own dying.
His Spartan quarters at Obersalzberg, he began to hear a buzzing in his left ear.
Elvis fulfilled the terms of his contract. Excess.
Santa Barbara Tower, Twin Cessna 751, lead uniform, ready for departure, 15 left.
The physical bloating and a series of insults.
November 751 Lima uniform, Santa Barbara Tower, wind 130 at 5, fly runway heading, runway 15 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 15 left, runway heading for 751 Lima uniform.
Unnecessarily. No one could deny him now. His mother probably saw it all, as on a 19-inch screen, years before her own death.
Picture Hitler near the end, trapped in his fuel bunker beneath the burning city. He looks back to the early days of his power, when crowds came, mobs of people overrunning the corridor, singing patriotic songs, painting swastikas on the walls.
St. Louis Tower, Bonanza 7 Delta Victor is midfield, runway 29.
Came to his mountain village.
Bonanza 7 Delta Victor, runway 29 are cleared for the option. Cleared for the option, runway 29, 7 Delta Victor.
The masses he once called his only bride. Crowds came to be hypnotized by the voice, the party anthems, the torchlight
Welcome to
parades.
Hot
But
Start Flight
wait!
Support. How can we help you today?
How familiar this all seems to us. How close to ordinary. Crowds come.
Bakersfield Tower, Experimental 7 Enter Tango Papa, CFR 1800 descending inbound for a full stop landing.
Be transported, isn't this ordinary?
With Zulu.
We all know this.
November 79er Tango Papa Bakersfield Tower, enter left base, runway 30 right, runway 30 right, cleared to land, wind calm.
Alright, left base for 30 right, 7 Enter Tango Papa.
Of course, Captain. I'll get that.
November 9er Tango runway 30 right, cleared to land.
30 clear to land for 7 Enter Tango Papa.
From the old north. These crowds were assembled in the name of death. They were there to attend tributes to the dead. But not the already dead. The future dead. The living dead amongst us. Processions. Songs,
November 1 Lima uniform, contact departure.
dialogues with the dead.
Over to departure, 1 Lima uniform.
Names of the dead. They were there to see pyres and flaming wheels. Thousands of flags dipped in salute. Thousands of uniformed mourners. There were ranks and squadrons, elaborate backdrops, blood banners, and black dress uniforms. Crowds came to form a shield against their own dying. To become a crowd is to keep out death. To break off from the crowd is to risk death as an individual. To face dying alone.
John Wayne Ground, Skyhawk November 888 Lima uniform at ACI North with Foxtrot, ready to taxi.
They were there to be a crowd.
Skyhawk 888 Lima uniform, John Wayne Ground, runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
20 left at Lima, or 20 left at Kilo, Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo, 888 Lima uniform.
John Wayne Tower, Cessna 202, Papa Mike, descending through 2000, ILS 20 right.
November 202 Papa Mike, John Wayne Tower, wind 2004, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 20 right, 202 Papa Mike.
May the days be aimless, let the seasons drift. Do not advance the action according to a plan.
San Luis Tower, Bonanza 297 Delta Victor is midfield, runway 29.
Nav lights.
Bonanza 7 Delta Victor, runway 29 are cleared for the option.
Cockpit lights.
Cleared for the option, runway 29, 7 Delta Victor.
Tested. Duct monitor. Tested. FMS database cycled. Checked. FMS flight plan uplink. Initiated. Anti-skid. Armed. Tested. Nose door. Clear. Hydraulic 3A pump. On. Brake pressure. Checked. Parking brake. Set. Nose door. Closed. Hydraulic panel and pumps. Checked. Auto 3A on. Electric panel. Checked. AC DC utility switch on. Start ignition panel. Checked. Fuel panel. Checked. APU LCV. Open. 10th stage isolation valve. Open. Packs. On. Air conditioning panel. Checked. Pressurization panel. Checked. Set. Bleed air panel. Checked. Supplemental
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 888 Lima uniform, holding short of runway 20 left at Kilo, ready for departure.
Passenger honor auto. ELT. Armed.
November 888 Lima uniform, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 left at Kilo, line up and wait.
Checked. On. Checked. Set. Reset.
Line up and wait, 20 left at Kilo,
Out. In.
888
Checked.
Lima uniform.
Thrust checked. Shut off. Engine speed switches. On. Engine vibration check.
They're keeping it from getting bigger. When do we eat?
If it gets any bigger,
Tested.
we'll get you with or without it.
Oral warning.
How do you know?
Checked. Smoke detector.
November 9er Tango Papa, taxi to the ramp via Alpha, monitor
Ground
ground.
members.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha Monitor Ground, 79er Tango Papa.
Engaged.
November 888 Lima uniform, runway 20 left at Kilo, cleared for takeoff, wind 200 at 4.
Set. Avionics and charts, set.
20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff, 888 Lima uniform.
Department checklist complete.
Experimental 9er Tango Papa, pass for the Cat 5.
Pass for Cat 5, 79er Tango Papa.
Because it won't. It's perfectly calm.
All right, Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up. Just let me know how.
November 2 Papa Mike, taxi to the ramp via Bravo, monitor ground.
Monitor ground, taxi to the ramp via Bravo, 202 Papa Mike.
It's a sensible precaution. It's a way to facilitate
Hold
movement.
on, Jack is here. The stokers say the spill from the tank car was 35,000 gallons. She said her girls were complaining of sweaty palms.
Just did a correction, told them they ought to be throwing up.
Is anyone nauseous? Okay. Thanks. Yes, stay in touch. The Stover spoke directly with the weather center outside Glasgow. They're not calling it a feathery plume anymore. What are they calling it? A black balloon cloud.
That's more accurate, which means they're coming to grips with the thing. It's good.
It's expected that some sort of air mass may be moving down from Canada.
There's always an air mass moving down from Canada.
That's true. There's certainly nothing new in that.
Since Canada is to the north, if the billowing cloud is blowing to the south, it'll miss us by a comfortable margin. When do we win?
Maybe we ought to be more concerned.
All right, I'm gonna go start up the pump.
It's going to happen.
I know nothing's going to happen. You know nothing's going to happen. But at some level, we ought to think about it just in case. It's just, I mean, when do we know when this is real?
These things happen to people.
San Luis Tower, Bonanza 297 Delta Victor is midfield, runway 29.
November 7 Delta Victor, runway 29er, cleared for the option.
Cleared for the option, runway 29, 7 Delta Victor.
Did you ever see a college professor go straight on those TV feeds?
Where's my mother?
Hello?
I ironed her gown.
Thank you.
Great. I'm just parking my car. Be there in a few
I
minutes.
can't find it. I paid the gas in my office.
Let's think about the bellowing cloud just a little bit, okay? What if it's dangerous?
Everything in train cars is dangerous, but the effects are mainly lonely.
So we definitely...
And Van Nuys clearance, Skyhawk 14 Whiskey Golf, IFR John Wayne, ready to copy.
November 8 Lima uniform, contact departure. November 14 Whiskey Golf, Van Nuys clearance, cleared to the John Wayne Airport Adam 3 departure, then as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 4,000, expect 5,000 at 10 minutes. Departure frequency 13.2, squawk 6752.
From Glasgow Airport in Scotland.
Alright, 14 Whiskey Golf cleared to John Wayne, Adam 3 departure, then as filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 4,000, expect 5,000, 10 minutes after departure, 134.2, 6752 on the squawk, 14 Whiskey Golf.
But rather than join the...
November 4 Whiskey Golf, correct?
We're going to fly outside control airspace down to Austin.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from Hot
So we've
Start
taxied
Flight
out
Support.
to the runway
Your
hold
passengers
short
have
line here.
arrived.
Everything
Los Angeles Lawrence, Skyhawk 7352 Tango, cross VFR flight following for south departure to San Diego Limburg with Zulu. This is Cadillac Cat 11.
November 7353 Tango, Los Angeles clearance, cleared out of Los Angeles Bravo airspace. Fly runway heading, turn left at the shoreline and exit Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 2,500. Departure frequency 134.9er, squawk 4062.
On the G1000 flight plan, we've simply got Aberdeen to Dundee. There's no route in there whatsoever.
Sorry, clearance, please squawk is cut off.
As far as possible.
November 53
I do have
Tango,
the
squawk
approach for the ILS
4062.
at Aberdeen loaded. and there's minima in here of 750 to allow us to circle
Refueling is
to
complete,
make the
Captain.
approach.
Do you
to
need
runway
anything
09
else?
Aberdeen and circle for
Okay, just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my
We'll
way.
talk about some of the differences on the UK airspace as well.
Here's a copy for your records. Have a nice day.
So without further ado, let's do the checklist.
53 Tango, read back correct.
That's unexpected. Let me just get a pen.
Bonanza 7 Delta Victor, taxi to the ramp via Alpha, monitor ground.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha and monitor ground, 207 Delta Victor.
November 7 Delta Victor, pass for the Cat 3.
Thanks.
Oh well, I guess we're going to have some air traffic control for this flight. So the clearance was to 6,000 feet and maintain runway heading.
Visibility 5.
Exactly.
Missed.
We've got the course
Ceiling 500 overcast. Temperature 14. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3009er. Arriving runway 7. Departing runways 7. 15 right. 15 left. ILS runway 7 approach and use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Lima. Santa Barbara Municipal Airport, ATIS information Lima. 2053 Zulu. Wind 130 at 6. Visibility 5. Mist. Ceiling 500 overcast. Temperature 14. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3009er. Arriving runway 7. Departing runways 7. 15 right. 15 left. ILS runway 7 approach and use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Lima.
Only 5 knots.
Santa Barbara Municipal Airport,
Hello,
ATIS
Captain.
information
How are you
Lima. 2053 Zulu.
That's great to hear. Well,
notice I'm
we're all
getting
set back
airborne
there,
with the
so we
flight
can get going
directors in
anytime.
Takeoff.
November 1161 Foxtrot, El Monte Tower, make straight in, runway 19er, runway 19er, cleared to land, wind calm.
There's a few little gotchas on the real thing.
Runway 19er, clear to land, 1161 Foxtrot.
So I'll leave the flight directors take off to keep wings level. Of course, once we get airborne, we can go into heading mode. So I'll hold it on the brakes. I'll bring the torque up to approximately 50%. That should get the prop RPM into the green. Release the brakes and advance the power to just underneath 100% torque. Keeping the aircraft on the center line, and we'll rotate around about 90 knots today. There's 70, 80, and 90.
March ground, Cessna 125 Victor Victor. Wonder if I can get clearance, FR clearance on this
All the
channel.
directors initially. Maybe just a touch on the low side. I'll put the heading.
November 125 Victor, March ground, affirmative. You're cleared to the John Wayne Airport. Via on departure, fly runway heading. Radar vector is Paradise, then as filed. Maintain 4000. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 6025.
Alright, cleared to John Wayne Airport. Fly radar, fly runway heading, and the radar vectors to Paradise. Climb maintain 4000. 135.4 is the frequency, and squawk is 6025.
Okay, we're in
November
heading.
5
We've
Victor
got
Victor, read back
autopilot
correct.
time in plus 1500 feet. I'll change frequency and give them a call. Okay, here we go. So round onto a heading of about 230 degrees. I'll push nav and that gets us VOR in white, so it's armed to capture that radial. I've got vertical speed of 1500 feet per minute because there's no terrain issues here now above 3000 feet. And reasonably, once we get above 5000 feet, there's no terrain issues most places in Scotland. So looking at the radio aids that we've got displayed, we've got the course deviation indicator for the VOR. The tail of the needle is also telling us the radial from the VOR, and the ADF is pointing at an NDB on the approach to Aberdeen. We'll change that in just a few minutes. Aircraft's captured the VOR correctly. Just monitor, make sure it does a good intercept. It's only 3 miles away from the VOR, so it may be taking a few attempts at this. Looks like a good job just now. If it doesn't do what I want it to do, I'll simply put it back into heading mode and force it to re-intercept, but it's doing a good job. Now that it's captured as well, I'll just ease the torque back a little bit and switch off the inertial separator. I'll keep an eye on the torque as that separator moves. Yeah, that's a good intercept. 1000 feet to go.
March grounds, that's the 125 Victor Victor. Information Oscar at the transient ramp, ready for taxi.
As the separator is turned off.
November 125 Victor Victor, March ground, flight amendment to your clearance advisory to copy.
Ready to copy.
November 125 Victor Victor, on departure, fly heading 149er, radar vectors Paradise, departure frequency 133.5.
gallons per hour by bringing the torque back.
Alright, on departure, fly 149, and then radar vectors, and departure frequency 133.5.
As an economy cruise setting.
November 5 Victor Victor, read back correct, runway 30, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
Let's talk about the airspace.
Runway 30, taxi via Alpha Charlie, 5 Victor Victor.
I can zoom out a little bit on here. I've also put
Los Angeles Tower, Skyhawk 7353 Tango is holding short runway 25 at Foxtrot, ready for departure.
I've been able to generate something very similar to what you'd see on a VFR chart. Let's try and understand a little bit about the UK airspace structure.
November 7353 Tango, Los Angeles Tower, wind 230 at 3, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Some Class A airspace.
Runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, Skyhawk 53 Tango.
And nothing marked on the chart here.
I'm Monty Ground, Skyhawk 733 Juliet Alpha, ready taxi with Whiskey J Park.
Here would be Class Echo airspace. Class E. Now if you're in Class E as an IFR aircraft, you are in controlled airspace. If you are a VFR aircraft in Class E, you are in uncontrolled airspace. Now the UK doesn't really use Class E for that. The UK uses Class G.
19er via Alpha Bravo, Skyhawk 730 Juliet Alpha.
Controlled for everybody. You may find a radar-equipped controller that will give you traffic information, but fundamentally it's uncontrolled airspace. You can encounter anything out there. You can be cruising along in IFR conditions and have military aircraft fly by. You can have gliders, you can have paragliders, you can have absolutely anything because the airspace is completely uncontrolled. And that's the fundamental difference, that when I leave controlled airspace, you can see on the routing that I've got at the moment, as I route down here...
And Van Nuys Tower, Skyhawk 14 Whiskey Golf, holding a short of 16 right at Charlie, ready for departure and IFR release.
Controlled airspace, there's no problem doing that. But once I've left controlled airspace...
November 14 Whiskey Golf, Van Nuys Tower, wind 170 at 6, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Approval, permission to...
16 right, clear for takeoff, 14 Whiskey Golf.
It's not so difficult in Scotland because there's a lower traffic density, and largely speaking, the controllers you speak to outside controlled airspace are also able to give you clearance inside controlled airspace. But in the more busy parts in southern England, that's not the case. The controllers you speak to outside controlled airspace are simply there to deal with requests for things like the altimeter setting or weather.
Disconnected.
It's called a flight information service. Whereas in Scotland, it's a information and control sector on the one frequency.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
So you can see on the map here that this is red. This is Class A airspace, and we use Class A to protect commercial traffic. So where we've got an airway, like the equivalent to a Victor airway, which in the US, in Class E airspace, would be controlled and protected.
March Tower, Cessna 125 Victor Victor, holding short of runway 30.
There isn't that same protection. So airways...
November 53 Tango, radar contact, say altitude.
...by a corridor of controlled airspace.
53 Tango, 1,200.
Here and Class D there.
November 125 Victor Victor, March Tower, wind 300 at 4, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Here,
clear for takeoff, runway 30, 5 Victor Victor.
The VFR map that I've created. The reason for that is because the Laminar G1000 implementation will not show, or doesn't appear to be able to show Class A
last aircraft
airspace.
calling 555.
So I had to edit the airspace definitions and make all the Class A airways Class B airways to make them show. On the real G1000 you can control what's shown on display, but we have to kind of fit this around.
Jet 38 Quebec, Santa Barbara clearance on request.
It is in the UK that having Class A airspace down at 3,000 or 4,000 feet is just not something you would have expected.
November 4 Whiskey Golf, contact departure.
Complicated.
Contact departure, 1 4 Whiskey Golf, thanks.
In practice at high altitude, above flight level 195, you get Class C everywhere.
Burbank Tower, Twin Cessna 751 Lima uniform on the ILS runway 8.
US, to all intents and
November 751 Lima uniform, Burbank Tower, runway 8, cleared to land, wind 110 at 5.
You have this in and out of control.
Cleared to land, runway 8, 751 Lima uniform.
And it's just, the only thing you need to keep in mind is...
November 53 Quebec, you are continuing runway heading past the shoreline. It'll be a non-passing score for the Cat 11. You're supposed to turn your cross at the shoreline.
Controllers are usually quite helpful. They'll tell
53 Tango, roger that.
As long as you remember you need to speak to somebody.
Almonte Tower, Skyhawk 733, Juliet Alpha, holding short 19er at Bravo for southbound departure.
November 53 Tango, are you going to restart the rating or are you going to continue for practice?
I'll restart the reading. I'm just going to do a little bit of reading before I'll disconnect now. 53 Tango.
53 Tango, roger.
Excellent. So leaving controlled airspace, what I'll do is change the transponder. So change the
Victor,
code
contact March departure.
2000, the IFR.
Or departure by Victor Victor.
Conspicuity code, and there's Scottish.
November 3 Juliet Alpha, say direction of flight.
That'll probably do us for the pretend aircraft.
3 Juliet Alpha is going to be southbound for 732 Juliet Alpha.
November 733 Juliet Alpha, Almonte Tower. Straight off departure approved, wind calm, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er, 732 Juliet Alpha.
On YouTube, so she should enjoy that. But the fundamental message is that inside controlled airspace you are controlled, and now we're outside controlled airspace, we can do what we want. And that's what I hope to get across with the simulated air traffic control. So let's concern ourselves now with the flight down towards Dundee. I know that at 40 miles from the Alpha Delta November, I'm going to turn right.
November, exec 38 Quebec, Santa Barbara clearance cleared to the Telluride Airport. Mission 3 on departure flight runway heading, radar vectors mission 3 departure, Navy transition, direct cones VOR, then as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 390 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 120.55, squawk 7275.
So that's the ADF ready to go. Notice that VOR will present the identification code visually, but with the NDV, we have to listen to it. I'm going to fly down, intercept the outbound, the track outbound on 255, turn around, and then fly the approach.
Section 3, Quebec, read back correct.
The approach is done ILS, so India Delta Delta Echo on 108.1. We've got that on the standby frequencies. And rather than landing easterly on runway 09, I'm going to break off to the south and fly a circling approach back onto runway 27. That should become quite straightforward. Or this should be quite straightforward when we get there. We need to be aware of the terrain as well. Within 25 miles of the NDB, Delta November Delta, 4.4, it's 4,400 feet, and within 10 miles, 2.9. Now firstly, if you know a way of getting a distance from an NDB, please put it in the comment section, because I have no idea how you would actually do that. It just doesn't exist, unless you've got a co-located DME.
Burbank Tower, Twin Cessna 751 Lima uniform is off runway. Would like to taxi to Millionaire.
November 751 Lima uniform, taxi to the ramp via Delta Bravo, monitor ground.
Delta Bravo, and we'll monitor ground for 751 Lima uniform.
Engine start checklist. Doors. Closed. Parking brake and pressure. Checked. Beacon. On. Fuel boost pumps. On. Ignition. Armed. Engine 2 start. Fuel system. Checked. Engine 1 start. Engine start checklist complete. After start checklist, next.
San Bernardino ground, this is Skyhawk 1161 Foxtrot on the ramp, ready to taxi. Information Zulu with a VFR departure to the west, 1161 Foxtrot. This is for Cat 7.
After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2. On, checked AC and DC. Ignition. Disarmed. Packs. On.
November 1161 Foxtrot, San Bernardino, ground, runway 6, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 6, taxi via Alpha, 1161 Foxtrot.
Check 45 seconds. Flight controls. Checked. Ground spoilers. Checked, stowed, auto. Flight spoilers. Checked, stowed. Cal anti-ice. Green advisory message on. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test on. Fuel balance. Checked. Trims. Three set for takeoff. No steer. Armed. APR. Checked. Armed. ADG unit.
San Luis Tower, this is Mooney 90250 Victor with Zulu. 10 to the east for Cat 2.
November 90250 Victor, San Luis Tower, make straight in, runway 29er, report a 2 mile final.
Straight in 29, report 2 mile final. 90250 Victor.
Maria ground, CPM November 369 Bravo, let's get our clearance to President.
Lost aircraft calling, you were coming in about
off
2 by 5, say again.
Santa Maria ground, PPM November 369 Bravo, IFR to Fresno today, like to get our clearance.
Checked, off. ATS.
November 369 Bravo, Santa Maria Santa Maria ground on request.
Thank you.
N1 TO. ATC TCAS. TARA. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist. Taxi lights. On. Wing and Cal anti-ice. Norm, on or off. Brakes and steering. Checked. Reverse thrust. Checked. If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until paper de-ice checklist is complete. Flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-check. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing. Reviewed. Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next.
November 369 Bravo, Santa Maria ground, cleared to the Fresno Airport, Bullet 4 departure, Fellows transition, direct Thule, Tango, Tango, Echo, Alta 9 arrival, maintain 4,000, expect 17,000 in 10 minutes, departure frequency 124.15, squawk 7415.
TBM 69 Bravo is cleared to Fresno, Bullet 4 departure, Fellows transition, direct Tango Echo, I believe you said, then the Alta 4 arrival, 4,000 departure, 17,010, 124.15 the frequency, and 7415 the squawk 600 Bravo.
November 69 Bravo, the Thule VOR Tango Tango Echo to join the Alta 9er arrival. Read back correct.
Got it, the Thule, direct Thule you said, to the Alta 9 arrival, 600 Bravo.
Hawthorne Tower, Skyhawk 723 Juliet Alpha. I was unable to get the ATIS, but we're trying to land here.
November 733 Juliet Alpha Hawthorne Tower. The field is IFR, say intention.
We're going to be turning back towards Almonte, 750 Juliet Alpha.
November 3 Juliet Alpha, you've entered the Los Angeles Bravo airspace. Turn southbound immediately, exit Bravo airspace.
I'm turning south, exit the Bravo, 750 Juliet Alpha.
John Wayne clearance, Cessna 202 Papa Mike. Would like to pick up the IFR clearance to John Wayne.
St. Louis Tower, 90250 Victor is 2 mile final for runway 29.
November 90250 Victor, John Wayne Tower, wind 200 at 3, runway 29er, cleared to land.
Cleared to land 29er, 90250 Victor.
November 3 Juliet Alpha, remain outside Los Angeles Bravo airspace, frequency change approved.
I remain outside the Bravo, if we can change crew, 750 Juliet Alpha.
November 2 Papa Mike, John Wayne clearance on request.
Roger, 202 Papa Mike.
Jet 38 Quebec, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 15 right, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 15 left. November 202 Papa Mike, cleared to the John Wayne Airport on departure, flighting 220, radar vector Seal Beach, then as filed. Maintain 2000, expect 3000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6601.
202 Papa Mike cleared to John Wayne. Fly 220, cleared to Seal Beach, then as filed. Climb maintain 2000, expect 3000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6601.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs.
November 2 Papa Mike, read back correct.
Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield.
San Bernardino Tower, Skyhawk 1161 Foxtrot, holding short, runway 06, ready for departure. 1161 Foxtrot.
November 1161 Foxtrot, San Bernardino Tower, make right downwind at departure, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Right downwind departure, runway 06, clear for takeoff, 1161 Foxtrot.
CAS. Takeoff, big okay. Check. Landing, pulse, recon.
San Louis Tower, 90250 Victor is cleared 29. Request taxi to SBA.
Mooney 50 Victor, feet to the ramp via Alpha, monitor ground.
Alpha, monitor ground, 90250 Victor.
John Wayne ground, Cessna 202 Papa Mike is ready to taxi for an IFR departure. We are in the West General Aviation parking with information Zulu.
November 202 Papa Mike, squawk 6601.
Squawk 6601, 202 Papa Mike.
November 50 Victor, pass for the Cat 2.
Roger that. 90250 Victor.
Executive 3, Quebec, Santa Barbara Tower, wind 130 at 6, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Almonte Tower, Skyhawk 733 Juliet Alpha is 8 miles south, 1500, landing with whiskey.
Executive 3, Quebec, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. Juliet Alpha, Almonte Tower. Enter left downwind, runway 19er, report midfield.
Left downwind, runway 19er, will report midfield, Skyhawk 733 Juliet Alpha.
Executive 3, Quebec, squawk 6, or correction. Executive 3, Quebec, squawk 7275. Jet 3, Quebec, contact departure.
On the heading. I Victor Victor.
So 1702, join the localizer, cleared Alice runway 20 right approach.
170 and then join the localizer for the 20 right approach. 5 Victor Victor.
Skyhawk 14 Whiskey Golf, 3 miles from Snake, turn right heading 170, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared Alice runway 20 right approach.
Right to 170, maintain 3000 until established on 20 right, ILS 14 Whiskey Golf.
Jet 38 Quebec, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb maintain 8000. Dog 125, Victor Victor, contact Tommy Tower 126.
Takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
Port Tower, 5 Victor Victor.
0. Thrust reservoirs. Off. Ignition. Off. Pressurization. Checked. PAX transition.
SoCal approach, this is Skyhawk 1161 Foxtrot, about 20 miles to the east of Ontario, level 4,500, requesting Ontario transition to El Monte.
Passenger signs.
Skyhawk 1161 Foxtrot, SoCal approach, squawk 5446, idem.
On, offer, auto. CAS.
5446, idem, 1161
After
Foxtrot.
takeoff checklist complete.
Jet 38 Quebec, turn left heading 080 and clear direct mission intersection. Jet Jet 380, were you on the Mission 3 departure or were you assigned runway heading departure? Roger, thank you. Jet 380, Quebec, protect LA Center 135.5.
Descent checklist. Shoulder harness.
Jet 38 Quebec, LA Center, good afternoon, climb maintain flight level 230. Thanks, Jet 38 Quebec, climb and maintain at flight level 230. Jet 38 Quebec, be advised your microphone is clipping your transmissions. Make sure to hold that push to talk button down for the full length of the transmission. I'm only getting part of it. Scout 14 Whiskey Golf, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8. Scout 14 Whiskey Golf, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8. Good day. Scout 738 Yankee Charlie, contact Las Vegas approach 135.0. Whiskey Golf, still with approach, contact tower 126.8. Scout 738 Yankee Charlie, Las Vegas approach, Las Vegas altimeter 3000, expect vectors, visual approach, runway 1 and right. Foxtrot radar contact 6 miles southwest of the San Bernardino Airport, Ontario, altimeter 3007. Jet 38 Quebec, I show you about 4 miles north of course, turn right heading 0900 when after a Camarillo VOR, resume the Mission 3 departure. Navy, turn right heading 0900, direct Camarillo VOR, Charlie Mike Alpha, and resume the Mission 3 departure. DMM 3600 Bravo, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb maintain 8,000. Jet 38, connect contact LA Center 133.2.
Secure. Passenger signs. Descent checklist. Shoulder harness.
This is Jet 3, Quebec, Los Angeles Center. Altitude indicates flight level 235. Your assigned altitude, flight level 230. Descend and maintain flight level 230. This is 3 Quebec, roger. Altitude indicates flight level 240, descend and maintain flight level 230, and verify 29902, set in your altimeter. Skyhawk 738, Yankee Charlie, descend and maintain 5,000, turn left heading 290. This is Jet 3 in Quebec. Show you 3 miles south of course, clear direct to Boyle intersection to resume the Mission 3 departure. Affirmative. TBM 369 Bravo, turn left heading 040 with able direct to Fellows VOR. Skyhawk 738, Yankee Charlie, turn right heading 230, join the runway 1 on our left, correction, runway on our left heading 230, and the airport is 10 o'clock, 5 miles, report Las Vegas in sight. Skyhawk 738, Yankee Charlie, thank you for the visual departure on 1 on our right. TBM 369 Bravo, contact LA Center 135.5. Exit at 3 Quebec, climb and maintain flight level 3B90.
Center, TBM 69 Bravo, that's 8,000.
TBM 69 Bravo, Los Angeles, good afternoon, climb maintain 17,000, the Bakersfield altimeter 3005.
Climb maintain 17,000, 69 Bravo.
Experimental 700 Tango Papa, Bakersfield departure radar contact. Skyhawk 738 Yankee Charlie, contact Las Vegas Tower, 118.75, see ya. Jet 3, Quebec Center. Jet 3, Quebec. On departure, you were assigned runway heading to expect radar vectors to join the departure, so you should not have joined the departure on your own. In addition, there was a few lateral deviations there on the departure. Due to the serious nature of those deviations, I do recommend trying our pilot training program. You can access that from the Pilot Center link on the Pilot Dish homepage. Skyhawk 1161 Foxtrot on Monty, 12 o'clock, 1 to 4 miles. Skyhawk 1161 Foxtrot, do have VFR traffic, 2 o'clock, 3 miles, same direction, altitude indicates 3,200, type in. November 1161 Foxtrot. That previous call VFR traffic now 2 o'clock and 1 mile. Altitude indicates 3,600. Again, type is unknown. Radio service terminated. Contact El Monte Tower 121.2. Take care. Experimental 700 Tango Papa. Contact Joshua approach 124.55. 2455. Connect. Experimental 700 Tango Papa, Joshua approach, good afternoon, Mojave altimeter 2999er. Just at 38 Quebec, stay altitude. Exit at 38 Quebec, stay altitude.
Secure. Passenger signs.
Exit at 38 Quebec, roger. Your altitude does check now. It's much closer than it was before. Continue climb flight level 390. I just want to make sure that the altitude readout was correct. Just at 38 Quebec, thank you. And just for testing purposes, which simulator are you using? Thank you.
Los Angeles Center, TBM 600 Bravo. You mind if I compress up to Thule?
TBM 600 Bravo, that's approved as requested.
Thanks, 600 Bravo.
And TBM 600 Bravo, no faster than 8 times.
Got it, 600 Bravo.
Experimental 700 Tango Papa, traffic 12 o'clock, 7 miles, primary target only, no altitude or type, and appears to be maneuvering in that area, in that vicinity. flight level 390. Experimental 700 Tango Papa, Mojave Airport, 12 o'clock and 12 miles. TBM 369er Bravo, descend and maintain 11,000, Bakersfield altimeter 3005.
Descend and maintain 11,000, 600 Bravo.
Experimental 700 Tango Papa, radar service terminated, contact Mojave Tower 127.6, good day. Number 700 Tango Papa, negative. You can maintain the present squawk code, but your radar service terminated, and you can contact Mojave Tower. Have a good day. TBM 369 Bravo, contact Fresno approach 119.6. Good day.
Going to Fresno approach at 119.6, 600 Bravo.
And TBM 669 Bravo, before you go, just verify you are back to normal 1X.
That is correct, back to normal 600 Bravo.
Thank you. Thanks. Have a good day. This is Jet 3, Quebec, contact LA Center 124.62, good day. This is Jet 3, Quebec to Los Angeles Center. This is Jet 3, Quebec, you're breaking up. Verify altitude, flight level, verify altitude. This is Jet 3, Quebec, affirmative, 124.62, 2462. This is Jet 3, Quebec, Los Angeles Center, have you loud and clear, say altitude. This is Jet 3, Quebec, say altitude. This is Jet 3, Quebec, thank you, and be advised, it is breaking up again. Citation 84 Bravo Tango, SoCal departure radar contact. Climb maintain 5,000. Citation 84 Bravo Tango, VFR traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles, turning northeastbound on gauge 5,500, off higher, once clear. Citation 84 Bravo Tango, turn right heading 360. When able, direct to Rave and resume the flap 2 departure. Climb via this flap 2. Citation 84 Bravo Tango, read back right. Citation 4 Bravo Tango, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Los Angeles Center, Citation 84 Bravo Tango, 9,000.
Citation 84 Bravo Tango, Los Angeles Center, good evening. Verify climbing via the slab 2 departure.
Climbing via the slab 2 departure, and is there a top altitude or just for the chart?
Top altitude chart.
Okay, climbing up to flight level 230, 84 Bravo Tango.
226 Delta Alpha, full view departure, radar contact. Diamond 226 Delta Alpha, clear direct flank. Citation 84 Bravo Tango, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2. 133.2, 84 Bravo Tango. Number 226 Delta Alpha, negative. Los Angeles Center, citation 8 for Bravo Tango. Flight level 190, be holding here, climbing the SID. Citation 8 for Bravo Tango, Los Angeles Center, roger. Exit jet 38, Quebec, contact Denver Center 127.02, 2702.
Otter. Pressurization.
Number 724 Tango X-ray executive ground, runway 2, taxi via Mike and hotel. Last calling's unreadable. Jet 38 Quebec, Denver Center, roger, descend to pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240. Is there a reason for the Quebec on the end of your call sign? Unreadable. Generally, it's not required. Actually, it would be very rare that you would ever see that. Here, just as a heads up. 12234. Apparently there's a tech route between Reed Hillview and Tracy Airport. San Jose 06, I'll be with you in just a second. Ray 060 Papa, contact Cascade approach 124.3.
Cascade approach 124.3, thank you.
Ray 060 Papa, Cascade approach, Medford altimeter 2959er, advise with the ATIS stay request. Cessna 12234, NorCal departure, cleared to Tracy Airfield via San Jose VOR. Victor 334, Sunol, direct Modesto VOR, then direct, maintain 5,000, NorCal departure 121.3, squawk 3247, hold for release. Number 12234, read back is correct. Hold for release. Just call me back shortly on my first line when you're ready to go. Number 60 Papa, roger. Roger. SA-060 Papa, when able to proceed direct Sammy at Sierra Alpha Mike India Echo. That's the initial approach fix for the ILS runway 14 approach. Direct Sammy and descend and maintain 8,000 for now. Number 60 Papa, descend and maintain 8,000. That was 291 Boise, clearance standby. That was 291, verify flight level 270 is your cruise altitude. That was 291, Boise clearance, clear to Denver Airport, Boise 3 departure, radar vectors roar, and then it's filed, maintain 16,000, back flight level 330 within 10 minutes, Big Sky on 119.6, squawk 4155.
Set. Fuel quantity and balance. Checked. FMS landing data charts. Program set. Approach briefing. Review. VNAV transition flight level.
South 291, Big Sky 119.6.
Range checklist.
Rest of readback correct. Number 12234, which runway? Number 12234, release for departure, clearance void. Yes, I'm off by 2308 Zulu, time now 2258. Yes, I'm off the next 10 minutes, call back within 12 from now with your intention. Free exchange approved. November 7300 Golf Sierra, executive ground for the Monterey Airport, radar vectors Thorn, direct Modesto, then is filed, maintain 2000, expect 10,000 within 10 minutes, NorCal 127.4, squawk 3021. November Golf Sierra, squawk 3021, 3021. Under Golf Sierra, read back correct. For 265 kilo, contact tower 120.5. Number 12234 NorCal departure, radar contact 5 miles east of the San Jose VOR, San Jose altimeter 2997. Number 265 kilo, San Francisco tower, only 100 left, clear to land, wind 21027, gust 33. Number 724 Tango X-ray, executive tower on course departure, approved, runway 2 cleared for takeoff. Number 6 Sierra Papa, cross Sammy at or above 7,100. After Sammy cleared the ILS runway 14 approach. Number 7 Golf Sierra, executive ground, runway 2, taxi via Mike Hotel. Jet 3, Quebec, contact Denver Center 118.57. Unreadable. Jet 38, Quebec, your transmissions are nearly unreadable. With Denver Center Telluride altimeter 2997, descend and maintain 17,000, advise with weather, say request. Number 38, Quebec unreadable. Number 4, Tango X-ray, contact NorCal departure. Number 38, correction, exit jet 38 Quebec, again your transmission unreadable. What is your request and advise with the weather, please? We're 724 Tango X-ray, NorCal departure, radar contact. Jet 38 Quebec, you've requested an RNAV approach. There are 2 of them. Where would you like to begin, and which one do you want? Jet 38 Quebec, Denver Center. Number 38, correction, exit jet 38 Quebec, I won't be able to get you low enough at cones. Proceed direct Havlu then, Hotel Alpha Victor Whiskey uniform. Direct Havlu, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 9er approach. Descend and maintain 17,000. Number 60 Papa, Cascade approach. It looks like you had, you died on me, so let's make sure you're still there. Yeah, if your sim's got to pause, make sure you have permission ahead of time. No problem. Jet 38 Quebec, cross Havlu at or above 15,000, then cleared the RNAV Zulu runway 9er approach. We're Chef Trainer Golf Sierra Executive Tower, flighting 340, runway 2, cleared for takeoff. Number 265 Kilo, yeah, I heard that the first thing. You'll always exit as soon as you're able, right? For 265 Kilo, cross runway 19 right, contact ground on the other side. Number 6 Sierra Papa, thanks, but no need to report unless requested. Radar Golf Sierra, contact NorCal departure. And I see that you've climbed. Just stay at your present altitude and just advise NorCal. CV 265 Kilo, San Francisco ground straight ahead Charlie and to the ramp today. Number 7 Golf Sierra NorCal departure, radar contact, turn right heading 120 vector Thorn, climb and maintain 10,000.
Cross-check. Avionics.
Disconnected.
On set.
Connected to pilot edge.
Approach, were you assigned direct signal? Number 234, Roger. If you're on your cleared route, no need to report anything other than your altitude, checking in on a new frequency. And advise with the weather for Tracy, I'll take an request. I will take your request. Let's re-expect, Roger.
APU PAX transition. Avail completed. APU generator. On. CAS.
3, Quebec, no traffic observed between you and Telluride. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach airborne this frequency, or cancel the ground within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2. Frequency change approved. 3 Quebec, IFR cancellation received, radar service terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR, frequency change approved. We're at our Golf Sierra, when able to proceed direct Modesto, VR. November 6.
Checklist complete. Before landing, checklist next. after landing checklist. Landing pulse recog lights. Off. Anti-collision lights. Off. Continuous ignition. Off. Windshield heat. Off. Probes. Off. Wing anti-ice. Off. Cowl anti-ice. On or off. Spoilers. Stow. Flaps. 0. ATC TCAS. Alt on. Radar mode. Standby. After landing checklist complete. Engine shutdown checklist next.
Hot start flight support, Jenny speaking. How can we help? Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else? Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else? Always a pleasure. Take care.
Engine shutdown checklist. Taxi lights. Off. Parking brake. Set. Reverse thrust. Stowed. Generators 1 and 2. Off. Engine 2 shut down. Fuel boost pumps. Off. Fuel system. Check. Engine 1 shut down. Check ITT below 350 degrees Celsius. Anti-ice. Off. 14th stage. Off. Beacon. Off. No steer. Off. ATC TCAS. Standby. 0. Parking brake if chocked. Off. Passenger signs. Off. Cabin differential. 0 PSI. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Securing checklist next.
Well, I'll see you next time.
Door. Nose 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 door.
Disconnected.